Well, time to do a live stream. Where can I share that? Share. Copy. For my peeps over on Patreon. Going live. F it, we'll do it live. Alright. Just have to post that on my Patreon real quick, like. And just checking on something. My old job, I wrote this program in .NET. It's called the Vault, where they can store documents in like customer signed documents and things like that. And every great once in a while they need a little minor update or something, you know. And so they're like, hey, there's that one part where you can browse the files that you've uploaded under the lead ID and all that. Yeah, they want to be able to right click and copy it and then go to their desktop or somewhere and paste it. Right now, if you right click it, there's just a menu that comes up about renaming files. So they don't need that functionality anymore. I go, oh, okay. So I was like, all right, I'll get to it either this weekend or Monday or Tuesday or something. So I was like, well, I got time now. I just did those couple videos. So I jumped in through remote desktop to my old IT PC they gave me access to. And I'm looking in there and I'm going, wait a minute. It says right there, if you want to copy a file, just drag it out of there. So I'm like, maybe it doesn't work. Let me just double check. So I grab it. No, it works fine. Drag it right out of there. That's better than having to right click and then have a submenu that says copy or whatever pop up and then go to wherever you want to go and paste it. If you just drag it with the mouse, it's one move. One click, one move. You hold the mouse button down and just drag it to where you want it, whatever folder you want it. So I go, guess they haven't used it in a long time. It's like the functionality's there. I'm like, that's great. So I said, I guess I'll just get rid of the old context menu, and since I don't need to rename files anymore. And I'm like, but at least that's there. That's what I'm saying is that's my kind of fix. Because right now, I don't want to be messing with anything that reminds me of old work, IT stuff, job. I'm living my life now. The new JSNIP, Spiritual Enlightenment, Patreon members, unite. But I'm not going to tell them no. Like, oh, no. It's like, this would be an easy fix anyway. So I'm actually just looking at it right now. I remoted in. But I had to, there's a procedure to sign a bunch of the files within the program. And if you sign it, you have to go online and get a certificate. And you have to like prove who you are, this and that, so that you can sign the code. It's a code signing certificate. But that stops Windows and other things from popping up going, hey, this is untrustworthy software, you know. So I'm signing it right now, but I have it set to sign a whole bunch of files. So I was just like monitoring it while I'm gonna do this video. Just it's moving right along, so no big deal. But no, I see Wendell. I haven't talked to Cliff per se. I do tweet him a bit on Twitter because he's really posting some good stuff on there, vaccine related, shot, you know, all that good stuff, and sometimes I'll see something that he didn't quite, I don't think he saw anyways, maybe, and I'll be like, oh, retweet at Jean-Claude and at Cliff I usually put both of those guys on there. But sometimes it's just Cliff. So yeah, I am you know, talking to him that way. But we do email too, you know, a little bit, and it's usually he'll have me, Bix, or me, Bix, and JC or something like that, or even a couple other people on there. And listen, I gotta show you the chart first of all. That's why I'm here. Beijing Bix Weir. Bix Weir, you have a telephone call at the front desk. Now, you guys remember when Bix Weir thought I was nuts, crazy, had to do a whole video about it. Joe, J. Snippy's crazy. And I'm like, just be patient. J-Snip, as I say, J-Snip always gets the last laugh. And I'm going to share with you something incredible. Fred the Indian gave me this thing. He said, Joe, when I give you this, it's like make a wish, kind of a thing. And it's this little mini, what he calls a corn maiden. Looks like a little totem. I'm going to go get it in a second. And he goes, ask it for something and make a little offering to it. Put like a little offering in front of it and ask what you want. So I'm going to go get it, so stand by. All right, here we go. Here we go. Look at this thing, is beautiful. I don't want the key out stuff. This is all wood. The whole thing is wood. He painted it. Backside, calls it a corn maiden. He said, it can bring you blessings, it can bring you whatever you want, so put something on it. I said, you know what I want? This is around the time when Bix Weir's over there yapping away. Oh, J-Snip's crazy. It's not going back into single digits or whatever. I don't know if he was saying that, but other people were. Here we are at below the price we got out at. XRP or Theta, $3.90. That's below where we got out. And I had 30% more Theta when I sold. Remember that. Anyways. So I thought to myself at the time, I want the market to go down. That would be a blessing to me and a bunch of Patreon members, because we're going to take these trades. My dream stuff, woo-doo stuff, whatever it is. We're taking this and we're going to wait. Joe, it hadn't happened. No, be patient. Just wait. I'm telling you. We've had these dumps. These two last dumps. They're not big enough. Just wait. I'm telling you, be patient, guys. Okay. I said, I'm going to go for the voodoo magic Indian route. And I'm going to do what Fred the Indian said. You want an offering? You make an offering. You want to ask it something? Make it a little offering. What's your intention for it? Well, you know what? I did do that. But I put some voodoo. He's got the power of voodoo. Voodoo, hoodoo, you do. What babe? The babe with the power. That was from the Labyrinth movie. So I did some Bix Weir voodoo. Not really. And I said, I want the crypto market to dump down. Bix Weir doesn't want it to dump down. He wants it to just keep going up. And he wants people to keep putting their own money in out of their bank account to buy more, buy the dips, whatever. And I'm saying, no, why go into your bank account when you could just be patient and wait for the drops, the big ones, and double and triple or whatever your bag. Even if you made 50% of your bag, that's excellent. But I'm not here to make 50%. Some of the coins right now that I'm getting really close to pulling the trigger on, because they're getting close, 2 and 3 times what I was sitting on. So I put the Corn Maiden up, and I said, Corn Maiden, I give you this offering. It's a very special offering. I'd like the market to go down because there's going to be new people who want to get in. Let's let them get in cheap. And then we all know, we think we know, later this year, it's going to go way up. So just let it come down. Bless us, Corn Maiden. And here is your offering. That's right. I put a Bix Weir Road to Root coin right at the base of this rascal. And by God, I think it worked. I think it worked. Oh my God. So I kind of forgot that this was up there on my dresser or my bookshelf. It's just sitting there. So that was the offering I made for everybody. Because again, if the market goes down, all the new people running in, you guys get a discount. You know what I mean? And those who maybe not going down, market not going down. Let me move this over. I need to move this out of the way. You know, all you have to do is be patient. There ain't nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, baby. You remember that jam from back in the day? But what's wrong with having it go down for people? Get it cheap. And again, I'm trying to trade so I don't have to ever touch my bank account. Who the hell wants to go into your bank account? Oh, buy the dip, hodl, buy the dip, hodl. Look, I understand the safety, the security part of you got to have a hodl bag for just in case things just go crazy and it shot way up. You missed it. You know, I understand. You got to have a hodl bag. But the mentality of I'm a hodler, honestly, and there's a lot of people that hodl, and that's all they do. That means if you want to grow your bag, you have to go and get cash somewhere. Typically, your paycheck, your bank account, whatever. And I'm done with those days. I said, you know, I hodled. Oh, yeah, I'm a hodler. I'm like, why am I going to hodl? Rude Dude says, you're going to have to trade. Spirit's going to give you trades. And one's coming up at the end of this month. Very first one. They're telling me to tell you. My nose is itching. They're telling me to tell you, don't be scared to take the trade. It will come back down. I don't know which coin it is, but they're telling me you have it. I'm going, okay. Theta's at 25 cents approximately at the time. This is last year. Runs up to 59 or so. 59.60. Doubles. A little more than doubles. I see it. I'm watching it. Going, oh my God, it doubled. 100% gain from when he told me this. Which was days, 2 weeks or so before it happened. And I'm thinking, oh, it's going to go higher. It's going to go probably to $1. I'm going to wait. Maybe 75, so I'll wait. Wrong. 59.60 cents. Have a nice day. Back down to 25, 24, 23. Within like 2 days. Or maybe the next day. Because he calls me, or I called him, he called me. Joe, did you take that trade? Because the guides are telling me, no, you didn't. And I'm arguing with them because you said you would. He'll take it. They're saying you didn't. Did you take it? And I'm on the other line with a stink face. I didn't take it. Damn. They're always right. That's what we said. They're always right. I don't know why I'm arguing with them. They're always right. How much would you have made if you took that trade with whatever you were going to trade with? And I'm not going to say here, but it was a pretty substantial amount, again, to make something into 100% right real quick. And I wasn't willing to bet my whole bag, of course not, but I had a trade bag ready, and I didn't do it. So I told him how much, and he goes, that is your little spanking. That's your lesson. Are you going to listen now? I go, tell them yes, and I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. He goes, okay. We just laughed about it. So then he gave me some old horse out of the blue, something about an old horse out of the blue. I think it's Digibite. Digibite runs up, right? Those were those days. So in the meantime, he's got another Theta trade. I'm taking the trades. I had 30% more Theta, approximately. Maybe it was 28%, 29, whatever. Somewhere around 30%. When I made that final trade at $4.05, I had 30% more in that trade bag. So do the math. It wasn't a bad move exactly. And it's now lower, as of right now, $3.87. The more I talk, the more it goes down. Sweet. We also got out of red coin a little while back. Woo Woo Friend says, get out. We got out. It was like 1.1 cents, I think. We got out. It's currently 0.012. That was a hell of a good move to get out of red coin when we did. XPRT. Reminds me of Michael Jackson's song. I want to love you. XPRT, pretty young thing. I need some loving. XRP. Let's move my nasty face out of the way. And you can see XPRT. Oh, it's not on this one. We're gonna have to go to. I wonder if they've added it yet. Let me see if I can add it. XPRT. No. They still haven't added it on TradingView. Coin market cap. It is on there for sure, because I've done checked it a few times. XPRT. I want to love you. Currently down nearly 10%. And $5.74. So I'll tell you an interesting story, and I'll go ahead and I'm gonna give you a little bonus. Throw you a freaking bonus on this. I think on this one, oh yeah, usually no, I just want, usually the background is not here on this particular setup, but I'm using this other tool, so it's not keying me out. So on that note, can we? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, all hail Satan. All hail Satan. Remember that? Barack Obama backwards? Yes, we can. All hail Satan. Or something like that. So, interesting story. I'll tell you this, because I gave this out on Patreon a while back. And the thing is, when I'm getting these dreams, and by the way, oh my God, have I had a bunch of dreams in recent times that I'm not just sitting here telling you. I'm writing them down, and I'm going, okay, I'll hold on to that one. But it was right in here when this thing was like 15, 14, 16 bucks, I think. Somewhere around here, in this zone. I'm asking my guides. Matter of fact, I will find out exactly where it was, because I just saw the video unlisted on Theta, my Theta TV account. I was just looking for something else. February, March, April, May 17th. Okay, May 17th, I did a video. I think I got the buyback price for persistence token, and I talk about this, which I can go back now. And I mentioned, hey, I got these two numbers, which I interpreted was simply 12. Why would I choose 12? Well, first let me tell you these two dreams, because I still remember them. And the first, and this was back to back, same night, one dream basically. Then the scene changes, and I'm doing something else. And I'd found some new music to listen to at night, and Spirit was like happy with me, I think, because it was helping me get to my next level, if you will. And they showed me in the dojo at the end. I'll tell you about that. So the first one, I'm at a Guns N' Roses concert. It's my favorite band. I'm kind of up there with them, I think. I think it was Guns N' Roses, wasn't it? And we're like hanging out after the show, whatever. And we go out back, and I've got this revolver. And I'm like, yeah, let's pop off a couple rounds, all right. So I go to shoot it, and I think I remember putting in like one bullet, and it wouldn't fire. So then I put in, and these were like the refired type bullets or whatever, the ones you redo or whatever, you repack them or whatever, reloads they call them. And so I put 2 new bullets in there, and I go, all right, let's try this. Bang! Oh, it worked. Okay, so I put 2 more in there. The first time I put 1. So I shoot once, and then I shoot twice, separately. So a 1 and then a 2. Not 12, but 1 and a 2. But again, the price of XPRT, what did I say that was? May 17th. Let me go back. May 17th. Yeah, it was right here. It's exactly what I told you. 17th. And again, it hit 16 bucks over here the day before. So it's still 15 something. I'm going, hey, I just asked for a dream last night. Like, what should we buy in? Is this thing going to keep going up? So I get a 1 and then a 2. Okay. I immediately go in a new dream. I'm at a dojo. Not just any ordinary dojo. It reminded me of like one of these Japanese ones. Very respectful, very honorable place. It's only me and like the master. And he's basically, I'm going up a level, basically, like I passed a test or something. And he goes, here, take this, like this samurai sword, this one sword. So he hands me this one sword, and he wants to see how I can handle it. That's all. He just wants to observe me to see if this is the right one. I grab it, and I'm it's like all wobbly. It's not weighted right. It is not my sword. And he sees it immediately. He's like, "Yep, that's not yours. I'll be right back. Let me go get something else." So I'm like, I don't even want to touch the thing. It's like gonna, I'm scared I'm gonna drop it and chop my foot off or something. So I'm like, I just set it down. It starts rolling towards him. He's coming back, but then it stops right before it gets to him. He doesn't really care anyways. He comes over, and now he's got two like katanas, like ninja swords. Two of them, and he hands them to me. And he's got a look on his face of like kind of disbelief, like these are not the ones for him. Like there's no way he's ready for these. But I grab them, and I immediately, like, oh my God, this is it. And as soon as I grab them, I look up, and on the top of them had like this beautiful, like decorative bamboo encrusted thing, design, of like a safety thing for the pointy edge that you could take off. So I go to take one of them off, I think. I don't know if it was one or both. And I'm getting super emotional in the dream. Like, oh my God, I'm about to cry. Like, this is really emotional for me. Like, I can't believe I'm being honored with this. Like, this is like the you skipped a bunch of levels thing, dude. How the hell did you do that? It was that. And then he's standing back like, son of a gun, I kind of knew it. He goes, that's why I grabbed him. He goes, but I was just he was in disbelief. Like, he knew he should grab them, but he's like, there's no way this guy's not ready for this yet. But then he gave them to me, and he immediately saw, oh my God, those are for him. It is for him. So it was like the master basically saying, here, you've really passed some tests. And he was shocked. So my dreams, usually I'll get something that is for me. It could be a prophetic vision about something about to happen. Plus, oh, here's your answer that you were asking for about something. Like coordinates to the mountain you're looking for, an entrance to this mountain. I got coordinates in a dream, but they also showed me a shooting on a bus that happened. It was incredible. And then the license plate on the bus had the exact coordinates in the freaking license plate in real life. I mean, you couldn't make it up. So I felt like, I think they're letting me know, like, Joe, you're really graduating, you're really moving up. But again, one separately and then a two. Completely separate. One bullet in the gun, bang. Oh, that one worked. Okay, we're good. Now let me load two more. Bang, bang. So I fired one shot, load it with two, fire the two shots. Two separate things. A one and then a two. Go to the samurai dream, whatever. One sword, right off the bat, and it's not like he had the other two sitting there. Nope. One and that's it. This isn't for me, dude. This is not working right. Okay, here's the other one. Try this one. But I thought he was going to bring one. He brings me two. Katanas. Like ninja swords. So a one and a two. Separate. Again, we're at $15, $16 XRP. What is my brain telling me as the interpretation? Buy in at $12. All this hype about it. Michelle White Dove is saying this is the next Theta, and I believe her. We might go down a little bit, but it sounds like from everything she's saying, this is going to keep going. And so my easy interpretation: a one and a two, that's 12. It's $15. Ain't no way it's going down to $1 to $2, man. Come on. The same thing I said to my wife when XRP was 70 cents. Joe, what if my dream of 22 means 22 cents, not $2.2 or 2.20 or something? Evelyn, it's 70 cents right now. It already did the 25, 6, whatever thing. Like, I mean, it's probably going to keep going. The 888 thing, like, boom, it drops down to 22. Well, damn. Guess that my interpretation of her dream at the time was, ain't no way it's going down to 22. That's stupid. It's already 70 cents. Wrong. Donald Trump. Wrong. So the other day, a few days ago, and I think this thing was $7 or $8 at the time, maybe $9. I did a Patreon post. I said, guys, remember my dream thing about XPRT $12 thing, the buyback price? I go, just FYI, I've been really thinking about this lately, like it's coming back. And maybe it's spirit giving me a little nudge. And I go, what if they're showing me $1 to $2? Because if you remember the dream, it wasn't a 12. It was a 1 and then a 2. I just thought it was a 12 because, well, it's already at $15 or $16. Why would it go down to, are you kidding me? $1 to $2? That'd be incredible. That type of a drop. That'd be insane. But here we are with Theta. That was $16. And it's $3.87. 387. And XPRT is $5.73. We haven't been this low since it first shot up that first time when it was $3, and me and them, White Dove and Pete and all them were like, let's get it. She got the download and like, all right, we got to get it. It's $3. It's $2.80 something, and we cost average about $2.80 something. $2.82 I think was our average on the first round, and we didn't buy a lot the first time because we were moving the market up. Like, holy crap, man, can't even hardly buy any. Market's moving up, and then we bought more from $9 to even I think I bought my last little bit at $12. And Pete, if you're listening, Pete, you must. I was telling him, dude, I think we should wait. I think it's going to go down. Like, it's going to go down pretty good. He's like, yeah, but the staking, if you stake now and you do the math on how long, and I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Because at 35% staking, you're earning 35%. Like, you're earning daily a good amount. So I'm like doing the math going, okay, well, if it went down to $9 from 12, but it was, 16 days from now, that'd be the same. Do I think it's going to drop to $9? So I'm like doing this math in my head, and I go, yeah, F it. I'm just buying a little bit more, whatever, fine. $12, I bought back in. But $5 right now, $5.73. I don't know that I could have staked and made out better than this price right here. Like if I saved my money then and did this, $5, man. However, it's $5 now. And some of the prices, I'm just going to tell you, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70%. I think some of these coins, different ones, are going to go down. 30, 40, 50, 60, and maybe even 70% from where they are now. Many of the coins that you know, I think, is going down to those levels. So having said that, if this dropped in half, I know it's $5.73. Let's say it's $5. Half of 5 is only $2.50. We're now in the $1 to $2 range because 2 was one of the numbers they gave me. 1 to 2, somewhere in the 1s, somewhere in the 2s. That's where I would take that. Not exactly between 1 and 2, but of course maybe it does do that. I don't know. $1 something for all I know. I don't know. But that's not. I mean, at this point, it gets cut in half or 60%. Forget it. It's in the 2s. You're there. It's nothing. XRP, where is it at? 50-something cents probably. Let's see. 53. And I was looking at USDC versus USDT just to kind of see how really close they are. And they're very close. Because I was, and I still am, concerned about Tether. I am still concerned about Tether. And I don't want to get caught with my pants down. All these orders waiting to go. All right, we're going to get rich because we got the bottom. We were patient. And once again, J-Snip4 gets the last laugh. I told you this always happens. The shills come out and shill me and troll me, and J-Snip stands out here and gets the last laugh. But sometimes it's not funny. It's not a funny laugh. It's a I told you so laugh. That's not funny. But look, for God's sakes, Litecoin. It was $340 or $50 when John Kim bought his Lambo. Remember? $333, $338, something I think he said. It's $109. It's literally, it'd have to go up 300%, 3x, whatever, to do that. So really 200%, I guess. But whatever. It's got to double, right? That's 220. It's got to give another 100 on top of that to get back to where it was. It's like 2/3. See ya. Again, can you imagine spending money out of your own bank account? Oh, to buy the dip. Litecoin's down to 280. I bought the dip. Oh, down to 230. Bought the dip. And there's one jabroni out there that's got orders under $100, which I don't, by the way. I'm using that as an example because I'm not into Litecoin. I have 0, maybe 1 or 2. I might have 1 or 2 Litecoin. But I'm just not into it right now. I'm like, nope. I just feel very called to the very few that I'm in. And right now, it pretty much is Theta, T-Fuel, Theta, both. Dogecoin, Digibyte, XRP, and XLM. Those are like the bigger ones. Now, I do have a few little, this one, I've got some ETN, whatever. Got some ETH, got some Bitcoin Cash. But I mean, like, my junk, my stuff, those 4 or so, those are like the ones I'm really playing on. And if I can catch this XRP which, by the way, doesn't even have to go down 50% now. It's not even 50% that I need. And those orders fill. I'm going to be one of the happiest guys you ever saw, and extremely thankful to Spirit. Wow, Redcoin is getting destroyed. It's down 41%. Jiminy Christmas. And it was already down to crap. That plus crap. Now it's only 20%. Wow. Must not be a lot of volume over here. What's going on in Bittrex, man? Can we get a little volume action on this? What do we got going on here? Probably not much. Oh, yeah. Nothing. Look at that wick, though. Someone just unloaded and goes... What that is someone going, F this, I've had enough. Like Chef Ramsay, I've had enough! F off! So... Anyways, I will be so happy. And a lot of my subscribers, Patreon people, and maybe some of y'all who just been waiting with me, even though you're not in Patreon, if we can catch this and make this work, we're going to have a lot bigger bags in our possession. So that when the latter part of summer, whatever comes, when we think the big rally happens, I don't know, we'll have a substantial amount more. Which also means we don't have to wait for these higher numbers we initially had to wait for to do certain things we wanted to do in our lives. Oh, I want to buy a ranch. Oh, I want to pay the house off. Oh, I want to pay the car off. Oh, I want a Tesla Plaid Edition. Oh, you want your little toy? Oh, you want a black fly? There you go. Oh, I had to wait for Theta to hit $20. Not anymore. Now I only have to wait for it to hit $12. Or whatever your number is, right? The good news is, some of us, myself included, were able to get some of the big chunks of our lives, things in our lives, paid off. I got the house paid off. I still 30% more Theta than I had. Oh, that's right. I sold a certain amount. I mean, I was trading, but still, I sold some in the beginning to pay my house off. But then when I did these other trades, I'm going, wow, I had 30% more. I'll use some of that money to pay some stuff off. And then if the thing drops down to the lower prices I'm expecting, I'll easily get all that back and then some. And then I thought to myself, well, do I really want as much Theta back as I initially thought I wanted? And the answer is actually no. So, honestly, I think I want more XRP, and I mean like money-wise or whatever, you know, however you want to look at it, I guess, than I do Theta. I want more XRP than I have Theta. That's my goal right now. So I've tried to kind of move some orders around, but not much. I still have the same amounts, same amounts of money sitting there, you know, trying to fill. And I got mostly out of Tether, but with Doge, there was no other pair really. But BUSD, which is Binance's USD, which is also good on Mandela, by the way. There's a lot of volume in that coin. Like, not as much as Tether, but a good amount. So I'm going, oh, switch that one out, switch that one out, switch that one out. Oh, can't switch out Doge. I have to use Tether for Doge. Because I don't want Tether to blow up right now. Like, I'm just thinking, okay, please, let all this go down. Let all of our orders fill that are sitting there waiting patiently. Let Tether survive another day. Then we can yank all of our stuff off of whatever exchanges you may have them on. And then sit back and wait patiently. And then when, again, these really big numbers come, we think later this year, big numbers, way bigger, new all-time highs, we can start unloading. And we don't have to unload all of it, but we can unload a good amount of it and go good. I mean, imagine being able to unload half your bag now after taking these trades and you've earned 2 to 3 times as many crypto because you waited patiently with me for a few months now, about 3 months, 4 months. And you're like, oh, I mean, right now, right this second, I can go and start sniping, so to speak, some Digibyte at 3.4 cents. Dogecoin at 16.9 cents. Again, Theta at 3.82. I'm out at 405 on that one, but again, I put in some other coins, rode those up. I sold a little while back while things were coming down, but I sold way higher than they are today. All of them. And I say all of them. All of those ones I'm telling you about, not my whole bag. Because again, there is a safety precaution you got to make. You know what I mean? You can't be super reckless. And, I'm selling it all. I mean, you could, and you'd have a freaking bounty on your hands if you played this out. But I'm not willing to risk making a mistake or, you know, like this dream. I kind of took it as a 12, even though they were showing me a 1 and a 2. They didn't show me a 12 like they did in the one dream with the bus being shot up. It was a 12 gauge shotgun and a 5. I go, okay, 5 and 12. Got it. They didn't show me a 12. They showed me a 1, separate, then a 2. I just, again, brain, monkey mind, $16, dude. Could you imagine me thinking then, oh, they're showing me $1 to $2? Dude, it's $16. Get a life. I would have bixed weird myself. Dude, it's not going back down that low in the single digits. Get out of here. I would have said that to myself. I would have bixed weird myself. And here we are at 5 something dollars. It's not too far down to the 2s. Half of it right now is down to the 2s. And again, the 23rd, supposedly, is McAfee, Doomsday, whatever, you know, the vault unlocks, whatever, supposedly the 23rd, thereabouts. Is the internet going to shut down? The deep state going to shut it down? Is there going to be problems? Hacks? The hacks, again now. The hacks. Cyber security, yeah. I just, matter of fact, I know I sent this to myself. I didn't do a video about it. Where is it? Lloyd's Bank, Halifax, and Bank of Scotland websites and apps crash and huge IT glitch. And what is that thing we're doing right now? This cyber thing, you know, that was planned for a few days ago. Just like the coronavirus thing was planned, the training thing was planned, and then it happened. You don't think cyber polygon? Isn't that what it's called? You don't think they did pull a Bill O'Reilly? F it, let's do it live. So that when it happens, or if it happens, well, everyone. 2 weeks ago, the pipeline, that guy got hacked. They had to pay Bitcoin. Oh, and the other guy, they had to pay Bitcoin. You know, suppose they're about to hurt Bitcoin because they're saying John McAfee's thing, his data, was going to get released somehow through blockchain, through the Ethereum contracts, smart contracts. And he's got that whacked coin and all that stuff. It started activating after he died. Oh my gosh. So clearly something's going on with the blockchain because his coin activated after he died. Started sending from this wallet or whatever that has been dormant. So if that's his method and you're the deep state, sounds like crypto has to be stopped here shortly for at least a temporary period of time. Or we just shut the effing internet down. Cyber attack happened. And the Ruskies did it again. The Ruskies. They cut a pipeline under the North American super duper sonic shelf 2 miles down. Or it's got we think it was Iran and Russia. They cut the line. Whatever the nonsense is you hear. It's irrelevant. It's all planned. Whatever happens, that is. It's all planned. And if it causes the markets to crap, all markets, including crypto, and our orders can freaking fill, again, many of us will be happy because when it all comes back online, things should get really, really good. Not immediately, maybe not. We may be down 40, 50, 60% from here, and then we go sideways for a little while because, oh my God, such and such just happened, whatever it is. And then we get a little later, maybe a month from now, who knows, later in the summer, okay, we're starting to get towards the latter part of summer, and then boom. Oh my God, things are skyrocketing again. Maybe. Just understand this is all a rigged game. Everything I just showed you, the charts, it's down. Oh, you know, the Dow Jones was down 700 points today. It's all rigged. It's all controlled. Cryptos is not freedom. I don't care what Weir says. It's not freedom. It's rigged. And he doesn't want to touch XRP. Oh, it's a banker coin. What's Tether? For God's sakes. And that's all the trading pairs. For everything. It's Tether, 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 Tether. It's the big one. Well, look at BAT. BAT is 47,222. 0.47. So 47 cents. 222 after it. That's an interesting number, isn't it? It's like, dude, if you can make money on these coins, it's a manipulated game. It's a casino that they rig, and they rig it when they want to rig it. But you have a better opportunity to win in this casino than anywhere else ever. Stock market, a real casino, anywhere. All you got to do is be patient. Listen to their little buzzwords and see what they think they're getting ready to knock it. Okay, you sit back, Maybe you ask your guides for a dream. Who knows what you get? And you wait. And then you pounce. Like a vulture. See, woo dude, he always talks about me being a vulture, patiently waiting on a tree for that little armadillo going across the road to get nailed, and then I come swooping in. And that armadillo is crypto getting dumped on. And then old Snip comes down from the tree, been sitting there for a while, patiently, and come down. So I found this cool little GIF I sent him. I go, we were talking about earlier. And I go, here's me. Me and my twin, whoever that might be. Me and Moo, this woo dude and son. But he goes, you know, you might want to start stacking at least a little bit of orders in right now. He goes, you know, market's down this morning. God, man, if something happens and like the numbers are there, but the orders don't fill or something, he goes, you know, I think people should just at least grab a little bit of something. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're right. It's a very safe move. So I did a Patreon post and I go, hey guys, you know, he's got a point. You know, it would have hurt us to stack in. If I sold Digibyte between 6.9, I think, cents and 8 cents, two different orders. And I sold a big chunk of my Digibyte, by the way. And it's now 3.4 cents. So let's just call it 7 cents to 8 cents. 8 cents. Do the math. 7 cents, do the math. It's there right now. I'd make 100% back on the 7 cent move right now at 3.5. It's 3.4. But I got numbers in a dream that I think are reliable. I'm waiting to see, and this is going on a while ago, and I've got it more than once. So I felt like, okay, I'm not going to keep asking them. You know, for the same damn thing. I want to aggravate the spirit guides. So, at 3.4 cents, I think we were going to go down even more. I initially had orders at 3.5 and canceled them. They'd already filled right now, by the way, at 3.4. And I go, no, I think we're going to go down quite a bit. I'm doing the math. If we go down to the 2 cent range or even the 1 cent range, I'm like, again, do the math. From even 2 cent to 3.5 cent or 2.5 cent to 3.5 cent, math-wise, that's a big, you're going to get a hell of a lot more Digibyte back at 2.5 cents than you would at 3.5 cents. Again, it's just math. But also, you don't want to be super greedy and go, oh, I've got to catch the absolute bottom. But what I tell myself is, because I'm not greedy. I have very big plans for a lot of different people, groups, Indians in particular, but other people and things too. Michelle White Dove, orphanage, all that stuff, school for enlightened kids. I have plans. So when I want this big dump to happen, oh, I got 2 or 3 times the crypto. That's a lot more I can do with that than not doing anything about it and just going, well, I mean, I'll just ride. I'll hodl. I'll do a hodl job for the next few months and do nothing. And then when it goes back up in the summer, then I'll start selling. No, I'd like to do that in the summer, later summer, and sell and have 2 or 3 times more than I had. Because now we're at new all-time highs. Oh my God, I can take a third of that, let's say. A third. And just dump it. And have a nice chunk sitting over here going, okay, what's my next plan? I was waiting for the treasure in the mountain in New Mexico. Well, I don't have to wait for that now. Let's start working with some of these Indian groups. Fred has some ideas. Let's go. Let's go. And I can start doing stuff. I can start making my moves. It's with crypto, and it's with house money. It costs me nothing at this point, because I used what I had to sell here, sell there, and then wait. Like those 2 birds I just showed you, those damn vultures on that cartoon. Watching a little up. Is that it? Are we dumping? Not enough. No, that was just that little snake got killed. I'm not getting off the branch for that little. No. I want the big armadillo. The fat one. The one that's been eating good. That's the one I'm going for. And that's what I'm waiting on right now in crypto world. And some of my peeps are doing it with me. But again, we could get in right now on all the stuff that we sold and have a good profit. Like, to get in now, because we'll be getting more back. And then when it goes up again, even to where it was, we'll be sitting on a real nice profit because we got a lot more back now at the lower prices. That's the beautiful thing about these stable coins, because they sit there at $1 no matter what the market does. It just sits there. So you sit and wait. You got these orders just sitting there. Middle of the night, you're sleeping. Your orders are sitting there. If it happens, boom, they trigger. And all of a sudden you got some crypto and you're, a lot more crypto back. This is what I'm trying to teach people on my Patreon. Guys, you have to be patient. And again, there were some people who joined and left within a few days because they thought that the next trade, well, we got out here or get in here, whatever, like the next trade has to happen within a few days. That's a bad call, Joe. It's not coming back. And I'm like, are there actually people that think that way? There has to be, because they just said it. And these people were paying me, of just a few, on Patreon. And they're literally giving up and saying that I gave a bad call in 2 or 3 days? What? Those are the people. Remember what Woodoo said? I was like, I want to just lock my Patreon. I don't want jabronis joining, you know, like. He goes, Joe, the guys are just saying let it go wide open. Because there's a lot more people who will listen and need the information will listen. The few that don't, they're going to blow it and make bad moves anyways. Don't worry about them. And these people did. Because they thought the trade was out. It's a bad trade. I lost my money. And they didn't get back in. They didn't take the next trade. They didn't do the next thing. Because that's their mindset. And then I come on here and go, hey, look. We got out at Digibyte at 7-8 cents. 6.9, whatever it was. On some of it. I did 2 trades on that. And I posted, I said, guys, I'm going to trade here. And then I think I came back on and I even said, I think I might go a little heavier, do a little more, on this. And I didn't say specifically what, because I'm not going to give you, super details on my personal finances, but I give plenty of information out of what I'm going to do, price ranges and everything. Like, I'm not holding back anything that's, secret. Oh, Joe, you said, no, I told you, right? Look, it's right there. It's posted right there. So if I can change other people's lives while I'm changing my own and gearing myself up for hopefully real good success, great. What's wrong with that? Everything else out there, buy my book, buy my ebook, buy this thing, buy this course. I'll teach you how to flip Amazon. I'll teach you how to sell, stuff on Amazon. And then you buy their course. You're like, well, you're making money because you're selling the damn course to everybody. The rest of us, we have the 1 in 50 chance of actually doing what you did and replicating it. But because the fee wasn't that high, you're not like requesting a refund, whatever, I write it off. And you do that throughout your life a few times, and you never seem to win, you never seem to score. It's always the guy who's selling the product wins. And then there's old Snip, old Jay Snip, who did this shit for free on YouTube forever. And then realized, I'd like to work for myself one day and not have to go to a day job, IT, all this stuff. And if I could just get a certain number of people, which I needed at the time, like 350 people to come over to Patreon. I'm going, between that, the YouTube revenue, like, I can make this work. Well, right away, more than 350 people came, which was great. And then, of course, YouTube screwed me and went away with the revenue, and then they killed my account. But thank God Patreon was making enough that I didn't have to, I need to go find a job. But now I can focus on this stuff and not have to be worried about what I call nonsense. Working, rat race, getting a car, traffic jam, I got a freaking accident, people can't drive, oh my God, people cutting me off on the way to work, all this, who needs that in their life? I'm over here advancing spiritually, learning new things, sharing it with people, what I'm doing, and trying to make people some damn money at the same time. For, honestly, a small fee on Patreon, $20 a month if you think about it, and if we could double, triple, whatever our bags, that'd be a tiny amount. So I'm like, I don't have to raise the price. I don't have to, my dreams are next level. I'm going to raise the price now to $30 a month. No. I'm leaving it at 20. I'm just leaving it at 20. And by the way, I feel very confident my dreams will go next level because they keep on happening. It keeps happening. And as I mentioned the other day, I think it was on Jean-Claude's channel, I had a dream with some information on one of my daughters with a little issue. And we're still waiting for these results. And I'm going, if that's what it is, and I got the answer in my dream on how to help my daughter in a most incredible way, this will be one of the most epic things I've ever seen and given in a dream. It was so easy. It was so simple to see. It happened so fast. It was obvious. Okay, here's the thing. And I wake up going, because I asked, Spirit, please show me what I need for my daughter. I'm not going to get into details. Please show me. How can I help? I get this dream of me back in the Roman Empire days. And I'll just leave it at that for now. But very simple thing. I help this lady with something. And I wake up and I go, that's not going to help her. Why did they show me that? And then as we saw a specialist recently, he goes, oh, she might have this thing going on here. So I look it up and I find a case study, and every little issue there's a few issues we're dealing with. It's this case study has them all identical. And the dream that I had would fix it. This simple solution would fix it. And I'm going, there's no effing way. No wonder why they showed it to me, because that's it. There's no interpretation. That's it. And I'm going, oh my God. So I'm just sitting here impatiently waiting for that report to come back from that doctor, which I don't know why the hell it's taking so long. They had to send out some specimens or something, but if I got that in a dream, I mean, I'm going to be so, I don't even know the word for it. It's beyond honored. It's not even honored. It's like beyond that. Because it would literally, I don't want to say too much, because this is personal stuff, but it would be the most incredible thing they ever gave me, yet it was so simple. And yet we all missed it. So I'm banking on, like, this might be a reality, because my other dreams, many of them have come true. Many of them. You know, I got that flooding dream not too long ago. And now we're having this crazy flooding in Germany and elsewhere. And as a matter of fact, the other one I think I was looking for might have been in London or somewhere in the UK maybe. And I thought they showed water running downstairs into a subway station. And I don't know why. I thought I sent that to myself because I was like, oh my God, it's London. It's a subway, or one of those, what they call them over there. It's not a subway. And I go, I think that was my dream. I'm like, let me go look back. So, I just don't remember if that's where that was. And again, I've had a lot of dreams lately. I just not gonna come out here. Hey, dream update 579. Dream update 612. Dream update 613. You know, captain's log. No, I'm just not. Some of you might be interested, but I don't want to sit here and listen to someone's dream every day either, to tell you the truth. So, certain important things that I'm like, I think I might want to say something about that. I kind of come out here and say it. But right now, Julianne's trying, through her channel, is trying to get me, and she says it's going to happen at a level where I don't have to go to bed and dream to get these incredible answers and things. That I can sit here like they do and go, oh, let me just, okay, Spirit just said, bleh, and then they say it. Like, I don't have to go to sleep. Because it's kind of interesting, because at night when I go to sleep, it's kind of exciting because I have no idea what I'm going to get. I'll ask something. And again, I did a video, if you saw earlier. I don't think I did it on YouTube. I've been asking how these UFOs work. Or did I do it on YouTube? I might have. And I got 2 dreams with some information on UFOs. And the second dream, they told me Q squared. And I'm in this UFO flying it, and I thought, am I in a video game right now? It was kind of fun. I'm like, so I looked online, Q2 or Q squared game. There's no game. And I go, okay. It was kind of fun. Like, it was really fun. I thought it was a video game. But I'm like, but I was flying the ship. I go, yeah, okay. But I remember distinct, just Q2, and it was not just 2. It was like Q squared. They were telling me Q squared. And I go, what the hell is that? So I look it up, and I'm not really finding much, but there's like a scientific theory thing where you use Q squared to find S squared. I found that, and I go, okay. And then I typed in Q squared anti-gravity, and then some other stuff came up. And I go, okay, what's that? And it led me to these acoustic levitation things, sound waves that levitate stuff. And I go, okay, I think I might be onto something. So I sent myself some links, some research stuff, and I ended up buying some equipment. An oscilloscope and a what they call a function generator, or a tone generator, function generator mainly. And I'm gonna play around a little bit, and I want to see if they can give me in my dreams, like, what frequency do I need to set this thing to, blah blah blah, like, to start doing stuff, and see what I can come up with. See if they'll give it to me in these dreams. But so far they've given me 2 UFO dreams upon asking, and it's just fascinating. I'll ask for something and I get it. Not always, but honestly a lot. And I've also noticed, it seems like if I don't listen to the music at night when I go to bed, like the shamanic drumming or some of the other ones I'm listening to now, um, I'll get dreams, and I'll remember them, but it's like, yeah, that was just a dream. Like that was just a dream. I'm not. I don't even know if I want to write that down in my book. Like, but if I listen to the music, it seems more meaningful of a dream. So it's like that music is doing something to my brain or brainwave activity that puts me in a certain state, so that they can come in and speak to me and show me what they need to show me. Otherwise, it's almost like a tuning fork. Think of a tuning fork. Ding. And then like, okay, now he's he's there. We can come in and talk to him. But if I don't listen to the music, I have a high probability of just having a dream that, like, okay, there's no real interpretation. I just had a funny dream with my friend in it. Okay, that's all, or whatever. So it's interesting because I can experiment and do this stuff. And sometimes, like, I'll go to bed and go, Spirit, can you give me something tonight? I don't want to listen to the music. And just let me know, like, you're still there, connected. And then they will. And, okay, I got a dream last night. They showed me something. But then when I don't say it like that, and I just don't listen to the music, even though I'm asking for stuff, I may not get it. So it's just interesting. But I'm thinking that at some point I might get to the point where I can do that. And and I don't have to worry about the music anymore. Like, okay, you're beyond that. Like the sword dream. Here's your sword. You've jumped a bunch of levels. Here's the dual katana. You skipped the jabroni samurai sword and went to dual katanas. The master was sitting there like in disbelief in the dream, looking at me like, I had a feeling I had to give these to you, but I was like, there's no way he's ready for these. And he's like, looking in awe at me like, yep, here he is. And I got so emotional in that dream when he handed me those two things. And I'm taking off that little sharp protection thing, beautifully like crafted, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm about to cry. In the dream, I'm like, oh my god. And as I take it off, I think I may have started crying. I don't remember now. It's just really interesting, this whole thing I've been going through for the last year and a half, I guess now, just about. Because I think it was March or April when Voodoo got to me, so little over a year, I guess, year and a quarter. So I'm looking at some of the comments now. I know y'all been typing over there. Crypto watch fees with Uphold, yeah. Okay, can you disclose what shamanic drumming you listen to? I basically went on to YouTube and searched for like shamanic drumming at first, and like Indian drumming or that kind of thing. But I'll tell you the title of a couple of them, because I think I left them the same. Well, at least one of them I did. One is called Shamanic Drum and Didgeridoo Hypnotic Meditation Music. And I think it's around, how long is this? 34, almost 35 minutes. Shamanic Drum and Didgeridoo Hypnotic Meditation. That was one of them. The other one, I think I might have renamed it. So I just call it Throat Hum. And I'll let you, it's 21 minutes and 35 seconds, I guess. I'm going to let you hear that now, if it'll play through here. So those two, well, I didn't play the first one, but whatever. Those were my first two, like, ones that just for me was like, it took me out, like, oh wow. Like, I remember listening and then finding myself like waking up going, whoa, where was I? And I don't know. And like that got me going. And then I was like, okay, well, let me try the didgeridoo one. And I listened to that for a little bit. And I think Woo Dude had me doing like one song for like a month or so. Or was it 7 times in a row? Or God, I don't remember now. I don't even know if he's probably not in here. Yes, I have been drinking the Pure Sleep, Cliff. I got an extra package recently too, because I thought we couldn't find the second one I bought. Then we found the second one I bought, so I had 1 or 2 more ordered that were coming in anyways. But I've been drinking that stuff at night. It's good stuff. Yes, I did put it on Patreon too, Ben. There's it would have been last year though. There's a link, something about sleep songs, and I've actually updated a couple in there after the fact. So um, maybe I'll do a new post on Patreon and post the new link, because I've got um, there's some songs in here. Jaya Ganesha is one. Chetnyanya something's one. Sat Narayan is one. The Angels Are Listening. Snatam Court. What that is. And then I got this, the Return to Innocence. You'll know this one. I'll just play a quick thing on this one. And I looped it for like 30 minutes. So there's that song. I added that one recently. And then I have a subfolder within that file with Egyptian music. It was all off of YouTube. And the reason I did the Egyptian YouTube or music was because during I don't know if it was channeling, or it might have just been Julian talking with me, and her guides were talking to her to tell me stuff. And she's like, I want to take you on a guided meditation. We're going to go to the Sphinx of Egypt, and you're going to look around and bring somebody with you. And I'm like, all right, I'm thinking I'll bring Woo Woo Dude. And she's like, okay, you're digging and you're discovering stuff, and like, just picture you're there, you know. I'm like, okay, so I do this. And I remember envisioning like Egyptian Ankh, Ankh. I remember drawing this thing like on a piece of paper. Just want to find a picture of images. I'll just show you real quick. So this is the Egyptian Ankh, okay? And I remember drawing one in this guided meditation, and there's like a, you know, kind of a big, call it a security guard, if you will, back in the Egyptian days, who like is like, hey, you're not allowed to, like, no one's allowed to draw that or talk about it, like, you know, like, he didn't do anything to me. He was like, you know, you need to get rid of that. Strangest thing during this guided meditation. But she goes, okay, here's what I'm getting. She goes, you love going to that mountain in New Mexico, or honestly anywhere, if you're going to explore and do stuff and you're trying to find something or whatever. She goes, I think when you want those coordinates and things like that to the mountain, or you want to know something about the mountain or whatever, your diggings or whatever, she goes, you need to listen to like Egyptian music, and then just as you're meditating and sleeping, whatever, just think of yourself, like picture where you are, you're digging, or like you're doing something, and just keep thinking about that. So I go, oh, that sounds good, I'll try it. So the first night, I think it might have been when I got the coordinates to the damn mountain, for all I remember. I don't know. But I'm listening to it, and I got this one dream where I was inside of a cave. This guy was trying to give me coordinates to a spot inside a cave. He wanted to sell it to me, and I'm like, well, maybe my friend who lives out here knows about it. He knows about a lot of spots. He goes, well, I'll tell you what, let's go in, and if there's anything interesting, then maybe I'll sell them to you, and you can buy them. I go, well, that's fair, okay. And we go down, and we go into this place, and there's like these little lock boxes almost, these really old ones that remind me of like safety deposit boxes, and they're like wooden. So I'm swiping my metal detector, and it goes off, and I go, ooh, open that one. And there's a nice sized gold bar, and I go, holy shit. Okay, take it out. Swipe some more. Oh, it goes off again. Even bigger gold bar. I go, whoa. I'm like, yeah, you do have a good spot. He goes, well, you see down there? And I go, yeah. He goes, we haven't been down there yet, but we think that's where like the bonanza is. And I go, oh man, you want to go now? He goes, if you want to go now, I'll go. I go, yeah, let's go. So we go down there. And as soon as we get down there, I can feel it. This is it. This is the spot. He's right. And this big giant like gargoyle thing comes flying off the ceiling of this cave or cavern, and like kind of like comes towards us. And one of us shot it because I mean this thing was like life size. And then either it died, and then we looked up to see where it came from, and there was 2 more up there, or maybe it flew back up and there was 3 total, or I forget. But I had this weird dream about digging for gold in the cave on my first like attempt of listening to the music. And then I think and then I got the coordinates, I think, later. But they were trying to give me the coordinates then. And then when we were outside at the mouth of the cave, we were on these like little motorcycles, these little dirt bikes, I think. And the guy next to me, the same guy, he was with me, and I don't know who this guy was. He's like, oh, here's the coordinates to here's the address. I'm like, what's the address we're going to drive to? I'll punch it in my GPS. And he goes, oh, well, I'll give you the coordinates instead of an address. I go, okay. And he's telling me, like, very simply, like 1N, or whatever the first number was, N. And I remembered at the time, I knew exactly what two first numbers, and it was like 1N or something N. And if you look at GPS, that's correct. The first one's usually north, like such and such north, and then such and such west. And it was like 1N, and then I'm like, he tells me the next number, and I like immediately forget it in the dream. And I'm like, give it to me, I forgot it. What was it? 1N, okay, okay, yeah, forgot. Again, what was it again? And I just could not retain it in the dream at all. I was getting so pissed off. And then finally, like, we somehow, like, I got it, but I don't remember it, and then we left and drove over somewhere. And I go, wow, they're trying to give it to me in the dream. But I'm not vibrating high enough or whatever. I don't know. I'm not at the level yet, so I need to keep listening to music, keep doing my meditations, keep doing like mirror scrying, all this different stuff they want me to do. And so I'm on my next set of things, instructions that Julian wants me to do right now. But it's just fascinating knowing that I'm doing all this stuff. I've been here doing this stuff for over a year now. Incredible results, incredible things happened, incredible foresight in both the crypto market and events that have happened. Some interesting events. Like, just crazy. And we're not done yet. And I'm not done yet. And I haven't been able to go back to check, well, what about the coordinates they gave me? I want to go check that out because I know what they gave me on that one. And I got it mapped out, and I'm going to send my drone over there first, see if I see anything interesting. I've got a FLIR camera on the drone, the new drone I got a while back. It comes with it, so it's like perfect. And if I can find something I'm looking for that I think will show up on a heat map possibly, great. I don't even have to walk over there or hike over there. Just fly the freaking drone over there. But it's summertime now. There's rattlesnakes everywhere. The only thing if I did go back anytime soon, I'd have to just stay in the vehicle and drone, because I'm not going to take a chance of getting bit by a snake in the middle of effing nowhere, far away. Have to call a damn helicopter or somebody to come rescue me. I got bit by a damn Alabama jabroni snake, poisonous jabroni snake. And but I could go droning at least and just take a real good look around. I could do that. And then recently, I got a couple of other scientific equipment. One of them is called an Easy Res Pro. It is a resistivity meter with little probes that you can just hit into the ground essentially. And for however far you have them spaced apart, so let's say they're 20 feet apart, and when you run it, it'll give you in ohms a resistivity number. So let's say it comes back at 100 ohms. If it's 20 feet apart, like let's say I'm looking for a cave or a cavern or that kind of thing that's buried. I'm up there, I'm 20 feet apart, these two probes. They'll go half the distance into the ground. So that's 10 feet down. If I separated them 30 feet apart, well, they're going to go down 15 feet. You follow me? So it's always half. So you can basically take a number, every 3 feet or however you want to do it, and just keep going and take notes of the reading. As soon as you see a huge spike, for example, you do a reading and it's, it was 100, and the further out you go, by the way, the higher the ohms reading comes back, but it doesn't go up a lot. So it might be like 100 ohms. You space it out 5 more feet, it's 120 ohms, 5 more feet, 130 ohms, 40. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, there's 600 ohms. It was just 120, now it's 600. Well, that means you just found an open area. And you know exactly how far down it is. Because you know how far they're spaced out. You just know the one you did before, it didn't show that. And now you've spaced them out 3 more feet. So you know exactly this is where it's at below us, basically. So you can kind of gauge that kind of thing. So I thought that would come in handy. So I bought one of those recently. It just came in the mail. I haven't tested it yet, but I know it works. This device has been used on some treasure hunting shows. It's the real deal. And then I bought a underwater ROV, if you will, submarine. It's tethered, and it's a badass thing. It actually has a claw. That's an attachment, so I could grab shit and manipulate and move stuff or whatever. Because some of these places that I go to could be flooded. You get into a tunnel system and then there's water in there. Be nice to send that sucker down and explore without having to go in there and, you know, walk through water or something in some of these tunnels. And there might be another use for that thing a little later with a friend that I can't discuss at this time. But that one, nothing to do with New Mexico, but freaking awesome if I can get going with that. But it is a tool that I would need. So I'm now, I think anyways, I have everything that I've ever needed or wanted to become like an official treasure hunter. I have all the tools I need. I have, as far as digging stuff, I've got that. And all of the measurement and equipment to help find stuff. So, the beautiful thing is I've been able to do this with some of the crypto profits, some of the Patreon money I get, and buy this stuff, so I don't need investors. I don't have to have some investor down my neck. Hey, you haven't been back out there. You know, I paid you money to, you know, COVID or not, you need to go out there and start digging. I don't need that in my life. And I sure as hell don't want to have to give them a huge cut of something that I find when I need to be helping the Indian people out with probably a large portion of it, if I had to guess. So universe has set me up, as Cliff Eyes always said, dude, universe likes you. I don't know what the hell's going on. Universe loves you. Cool. I love universe too. But universe has set me up to not have to work. Thank you to all my Patreon members. So that I can deal with the things that I need to deal with that are going to be coming my way in the future. So I've been able to buy all this stuff basically with my own money, whether it was partial crypto, partial Patreon, whatever. I've been able to buy it all. My friend has his own private property on one of these sites. That's great. Some of the other sites are not on private property, but you can get mining claims and things like that. But I have everything I need, and I don't need investors, and it's a beautiful thing. And when I go out there, I don't have to be like, oh man, I got to work some extra overtime. I don't have the money to pay for the flight or this or that out there. I can only stay, 5 days. I need to stay 2 weeks, but I don't have the money. I got to go back to work. I don't have that. And just for me to sit here and go, all of that shit was set up for you. And me think about this. Just one thing after another. It's incredible. I don't have to have an investor. I don't have to have a day job. And it's thanks to all these Patreon members. And I appreciate their support very much. Because it's going to lead me to this. And I told them, and I still stand by it. When I find what I'm looking for, you better hope you're a Patreon member at that time. Because there'll be no announcement in advance. Oh, hey guys, go join my Patreon. No. It's going to be, hey guys, I just need you to give me these 3 crypto addresses. I think it's about to rain on you. Pretty heavy duty. And that's what I'm going to do as kind of just for fun. Like, you guys been here hanging out with me for all this time, pitching in for my monthly fee, which doesn't include treasure hunting. That's just my bonus thing. Old Snip doesn't, like an elephant, Snip never forgets. And people will be hooked up with some crypto. But again, I'm still in Florida, haven't gone back, and I don't want to go back. It's too hot. Rattlesnake time. So me and JC were talking, and Dave like, oh man, maybe October, or maybe we don't even know. We still don't know. And I'm like, dude, things could be 10 times worse for you in Canada by the time we get to the fall time. Like, geez, then maybe me and Dave could go. I don't know, or me, Dave, and Bill, or somebody. But again, I don't even have anything on the schedule. Like, I'm not even attempting to even go, well, let's pen this in. Like, I think things are gonna be a little crazy here soon. And if I'm throwing a dart right now, by the way, for the big drop of crypto and whatever else, on or about, this is me, on or about the 23rd. That's that date. And this guy I was following on Twitter was talking about the 13th, which was interesting because that's when this fall started. But it wasn't big. It was just a little bit stuff down. A little sideways for a few days. And then today kicked in and go, oh, here we go again. We're going down more. And then later on this evening, it went down a little bit more, but not a lot. Still not a lot down. And again, we need 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% on some of these coins to hit the mark. But if that happens, it would be a wonderful thing, because then later in the year, the prices go up. Hey, JC, let's go back. We can go now. We can go to New Mexico. Let's go. And, oh, by the way, our cryptos are up. Everything's doing good. We're good. Oh, by the way, I got all the equipment. We don't need anything. Don't need them to pitch in for anything. Like, nope. And we're good. And then hopefully we can actually make some kind of progress and, do something. Right now, it's just it's got absolutely nothing to show for it. But some cool stories. I mean, I've got some pretty cool stories to tell you, but especially the thing that happened to me and my wife on that mountain, which I haven't told yet publicly, which is just part more of the spiritual thing, is all I can say. Just incredible. So, anyways, what else we got going on? Let me read some of y'all's questions and stuff. 26 bog, big dump for Bitcoin to 22. So Jake thinks it's the 26. Could be, yeah. I mean, honestly, it could be any day now, to tell you the truth. I mean, I've been waiting how long? Thinking any day it could happen. Can I borrow the sub? I'm not sure. That thing was. Brent, I'll show you what it I'll show you real quick what it's about, because there's people on YouTube that have demoed it and stuff. It's the FI Fish V6S, and this is an underwater review. So you can record video or pictures by clicking this button on the screen. Got some of your stats. So he's got himself a iPad hooked up to it. I have an iPad. I haven't hooked it up. I just used my cell phone for the time being, which it talks to the controller in his hand through Wi-Fi. So you just connect to the Wi-Fi network, and then it sees it, and you connect. So he's kind of showing you both. Although I don't see him with the claw. He doesn't have the claw attachment. Let's check this guy out.
You have been waiting for a very long time, and check it out behind me. The ocean.
Okay, so here's what it looks like.
It is right there, my controller up in my truck.
So you see it's got the claw. It's got, I think, 6 different thrusters, I believe. 2 in the back, I think, and then these 2, and then these 2. This is basically your tether spool. It's just manual, so as the further the sub goes out, it'll actually pull it out if you want, or you can kind of help it pull out if you want. It has 329, I think, feet of spool, and I want to say it can actually dive. I thought they said 100 meters, so like 300 feet. It can go down. It's got about approximately a 5 or 6 hour battery on board, but it's got the tether to go back to the controller, and it's got these 2 really bright LEDs. And there's 3 settings: off, 1, and 2. So 1's bright, but 2 is even brighter. And I threw some stuff in my pool yesterday, some like goggles and stuff, and was down there snatching them up with the claw. I recorded it too. I probably should upload a video to show it to you, but the controller, I don't know if he's going to show you the controller.
51 degrees Fahrenheit.
But this is exactly what it looks like. It's got temperature, it's got your depth, it's got a lot of useful information. You got a button that basically you just hold it, like it'll hold its position basically. So you just tell it to hold, and it'll just sit there. There's a little crab.
Not just the seashells on the floor. I know everybody that's from the ocean isn't
A little blue crab.
flabbergasted that I'm looking at this. But being a land,
And he's got that thing tilted right now like this, and it will sit there like this.
old dead
I've already tested it in my pool.
the size
He's
of my
practically
hand.
straight up and down.
It looks like it, but look at this. I'm having a hard time getting used just with the getting my bearings underneath and fighting the tide that's coming in. But there we go. I make a good stab at it. Literally try to clamp down around the claw.
Oh, is it dead?
Oh,
or is it alive?
Through. That's okay. For these things being in their natural environment, can I grab them?
Wait a minute. Can you imagine going crabbing?
Give them a little shove.
You go crabbing with this thing. You're scooping up crab and lobster and shit.
And so are we. I'm trying to move forward, and I cannot move forward for some reason. I seem to be caught on something. There we go. I worked myself.
Yeah, that thing's cool, man. So I've got all this stuff that I need. I just can't even think of anything else I need right now. Maybe a ground penetrating radar might be the next thing, but I don't. With that probe thing, that's because I know exactly how far it is, but based on how far I'm spreading the probes apart, like it should be no problem, honestly, to use it to find my stuff. So that's really cool. Someone said Digibytes 3.2. Let's take a look. It is, yeah, 3.3, 3.2. It just wicked down, which is odd because it's showing the price right now is 3.3, but it showed it wicked down to 3.3, and it's saying it's 3.4. Yeah, sometimes let me refresh the page, even though I'm not sharing it with you. Just it takes a refresh sometimes and it'll fix itself. Digi. No, it's still doing it. Maybe it's their screen. It's you'll see it sometimes do this. See the red line? This is the actual active price. And it's showing 3.4 whatever, 3.3. But the wick is down here to 3.3. And the price right now is showing 3.34. So up here it's showing 3.4, almost 3.5. But this little red area is the actual price. So this line should be down here with this where my mouse is. So just, you might notice that sometimes when you're looking at this. It does it every great once in a while. XRP, come on baby, we need a nice hefty move. What did it get to last time on that last one? 51. We're pretty much there. 51. We're there where that last one hit. And remember my dream that I had on this this market move about the crane dropping the big metal box and hitting a train track and the train coming and they crashed into it and all that. But I was asking the guides, what's the crypto market? And they showed me this crane with this box way high. And I'm like, oh, that's the market. It's way up here. And I go, when that thing crashed, it was way down. Like it was a far drop. And I go, I think they're showing me we're going to have a hefty drop coming. But the metal box bounced over my head. Bounced again, like in little slightly different directions each time, but it was like over me, and I was like, holy shit, I hope it doesn't land on me, I'm dead, if it does. And it did this 4, 5, 6, 7 times, I don't remember. And then it finally stopped on the train tracks, and I go, oh shit, I think it hit the tracks. And then I hear 2 trains coming, and I look over and I go, look back at the box, I go, uh-oh, and then I wake up. So of course we had trains derail right after that. It crashed. We also had the Chinese crane ship come in, hit the crane on a loading area or whatever, that knocked over a bunch of those metal cargo containers. And I go, oh my god, there it is. But why did that thing bounce all the time? And my interpretation was, I think they're letting us know we're going to have this thing, but then it's going to kind of, oh, we're going up. No, we're not. Boom. Oh, we're going up. Here we go. No, we're not. Boom. We're going up again. No, we're not. And I think that was around back here. So this is June 22nd. It was the second one. But it was back when I had that initial dream. I think it was probably somewhere back here. I'd have to go look at my dream book or whatever. But we've kind of done this bounce. Oh, here we go. Nope. Oh, here we go. Nope. Here we go. Nope. And then it finally settled down and stopped. It's like, okay, now we're at the bottom. And then, okay, here comes the train. So that was my interpretation. And it does look like we've bounced and bounced and bounced. When you drop something heavy, or anything for that matter, even a ball, it's going to bounce. The first bounce is going to be the biggest because of gravity. Second bounce, not so good. Third bounce, a little bit less. Fourth bounce, a little bit less until you... And that's what that box did. But it did seem like it was still bouncing kind of high. each time, you know. And it was just interesting, fascinating dream. I remember that one. Really interesting. What else are we looking at? Bitcoin, 29,000. We're down to 29.6. We'll go and share the screen while we're at it. Doge is 16. And Doge, again, we're hitting those same numbers that they just barely touched that one time on that last big drop. And this just isn't, what was this, May? 16 and 16. I'm just going to tell you for Doge what I got. I'm pretty sure was 11 cents. But a little bit of interpretation going, well, it could have been that or that. Anywhere between 13 and 15 cents, honestly, you should be good. And I'm not trying to get it at 11. I'm not even 12. I'm not even going to try that because I'm like, I'm pretty sure they showed me an 11, but thank you. But I'm going to go, I don't want to be too risky. So I'll go a little higher than that. If it feels great. Why? Because I sold some Doge at around, I think, 51 cents or 50 something. It was maybe been 51. And then I unloaded the last bit that I had at 39. I think it was 39. So again, at 16 cents, if I got in today, I'm not exactly upset. I sold at 50, 51, and 39. So if I got in here right now at 39, that's 138% profit when it goes back to 40, where I sold 39. 51 is nearly 200%. That's what I'm talking about. So we wait and we be patient. Other people, they don't have it. They can't do it. Those people need to hodl. You're a hodler. If you can't stomach this and wait long enough for these moves, you are a hodler. Hodl your heart out. For the rest of us, we're trying to gain some more crypto without dipping in our bank account. That's really as simple as it is. That's all I'm trying to do. And tell others who follow me, especially on Patreon, here's what I'm doing. Here's what I just got. Check this out. The sad part was with this damn XPRT, I'm going $16 XPRT. I go, I think they just showed me a 12. Like maybe it's going to 12 cents because they showed me a 1 and then a 2. And then I split into another dream, the samurai sword dream, and they showed me a 1 and then a separate 2 again. 2 different dreams right back to back. And again, my monkey mind says, oh, well, it's $16 right now, dude. They're telling you it's going to drop to 12. Well, it did. And I bought some more at 12. But right now, XPRT is down to $5.59. And I'm here to tell you, and I posted this a few days ago on Patreon just to say, hey, FYI, we might see that the 1 and 2 is literally what they showed me, between $1 and $2. Not 12. But how absurd would it have been right here when I gave that call and said the call of, hey, it's $15, $16. My dream, I think they showed me a 12. And then here it hits, gets down into 11.46, 12, whatever. But did it again here, got up to almost 12. But now we're down to 5. Like, imagine me coming out going, hey, they showed me 1 and 2, so I think it's going down to $1 and $2. With Michelle White Dove's information on this thing, and the pumping that occurred with this coin since then, since back here, in my own monkey mind, wouldn't it allow me to go, it's going down to $1 or $2? There's just no way. 12 maybe. That makes sense. It's only a few dollars away. But here we are at $5.54. And if this gets cut in half right now, we're in the 2s. We're in the 2s. 1 to 2. Boom. Which, fair notice, I'm not sitting here waiting with orders. I already bought it. I bought my last little bit of XPRT at 12 something. Because I bought some more, and then I was like, okay, it's 12. I'll just buy it now. And I was telling Pete, we gotta wait, man. We gotta wait. It's gonna go down. Maybe $9. But when I did the math, of, well, how much do you earn in 2 weeks, since it's 35% staking or so. And I'm doing the math. I go, oh, it almost doesn't even matter, unless I think for sure in less than 16 days or whatever it was I looked at, it'll be $9. If it's $9 before 2 weeks from now, it makes sense. If it's not, then it doesn't. So I go, in 2 days, I like, forget it. I'll buy it at 12. I'm not, at that point, I don't even care. But again, here we are at 5. It would have been nice to buy some at 5, but we'll see. And again, there it is. I forgot if I showed. I think I just showed this to you, but we'll see. The good news about this, honestly, for everybody, is this will be if these numbers I've gotten turn out, and even if our orders don't fill, to be fair, because like a glitch or the exchange was down, hey, if these numbers come and the charts are saying, yeah, it's real, it wasn't a glitch, like they hit, but that exchange paused, or that, I don't care about that. If these numbers hit, and I'm like the only person in the world calling for these low numbers, and it's only because of what I've gotten in my dreams, that will tell us all, Joe, you've gotten a few of these already with Digibyte and stuff. You have gotten some already. Dude, you were absolutely onto something now. When you say you have a dream, I think I'm going to listen now. And me, myself, am going to say, I've really done a pretty good job interpreting, not perfect, interpreting most of what they've given me. Which means they've given me this information to give out. And it worked. And in the face of everybody, technical and analysts, everybody, oh, it's not going to go. And then it drops lower and it keeps dropping. And then there's some, whatever, singular event happens. Oh, well, that's why it happened. All the TA guys, well, Black Swan event happened. That's why we missed it. ABC correction didn't happen because, whatever. That's why I said I don't have time to look at chart. I got spirit. I got a dunk. A what? A dunk. Boop. Crocodile Dundee, the first one. I got spirit guides. And if they're going to give me this in my dreams, or however, I'd love to sit here right now and go, oh, I'm way beyond that. This is a year from now. Guys, I don't have to dream anymore. Stand by. What do you want to know? You want to know XRP? Hold on. Oh, they just showed me $5.67. I'd love to be able to do that and just sit here and have that connection live without having to go to sleep to get it right now. But that's where I'm at. And that's how they're giving it to me. So, to be fair, I don't care. You know what I mean? If I can get any information from them and it comes in my sleep, great, I'll take it. But if this pans out, and it looks like it's going to, I'm going to be shocked. Even though I believe in myself and I believe in what they've given me because they've already showed me plenty of things, I'm still going to be shocked at the level of craziness that the market had to go down to. Me out here going, hey guys, or got a dream, or, and then it happened. We just had to wait and wait and wait. Yeah, sorry guys, you had to wait more than 3 days. Sorry about that. All right, bad call, Joe. Trade's over. Can I have more than 2 days, please? Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. This is a crypto market. You could, like they say, it will stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. But I also like saying it will stay rational longer than you can stay rational, or you will become irrational. Because you will start having irrational thoughts. Well, it's been 4 months. I should have recovered by now. I'm going to take my losses. I got to get out. And then it goes up. As soon as you do that, oh, there it goes. It's irrational. And the market will stay rational. The market will stay irrational longer than you can stay rational, and longer than you can stay solvent. That's the old saying. So let's just see what happens. Because if these trades take place, I'll be at a point, honestly, where I don't even know if I take much risk. Like, I'll be doing such small trades to just say, you know what, for fun, instead of betting these huge amounts or whatever, like, let me take a big trade. I'll start all over again with a small amount and say, you know what, just for the hell of it, let's see what I could build this up to. I'm going to take, $4,000 or $5,000 or $1,000 or something, and see if I can get some more dreams. Hey, Spirit, give me something. Let's see what I can do with this. Next thing I know, oh my God, I turned to 100,000. Because other people still want to get the trades, obviously. But if this one pans out for me, I don't even have to trade anymore. Like, this is it. Like, oh my God, I'd be super happy with everything. But why stop if they're going to continue giving it to me to give it to other people because they still need it? They need to pay off their houses. They need to pay off debt. They need some money. Well, yeah, well, I wouldn't just stop. No way. But rather than take big chunks out and get a little riskier, you know what? I got my spirit hooked me up like they said. Let me start over with a small amount. Or I could even do something where, like, you know what? I'm going to take this amount right here and I'm going to trade it into some kind of fund and see what the hell it turns into, how big I can get it. And then maybe take some random people on Patreon and just spread it apart to all of them. And go, oh, I just turned this, it took me a few months, but I turned, $5,000 into 200,000. Let's do a little random bonus giveaway, give you some crypto just for the hell of it. And, or some other causes that, there's going to be some causes we probably need to deal with. I guess, need to deal with. And, Indian people, I really want to start working on helping those people out. And I figured it to be the treasure in the mountain that's in the truth be told, I feel like it needs to be that, because those people have been enslaved and killed and murdered their whole life history, thousands of years back, not just hundreds. That's their life story. Enslaved, work the mines, throw them in there, seal them in, kill them, whatever. They're like cockroaches to us. They mean nothing to us. That's what they were treated as. And that gold was the thing that did it every single time. So if there's gold sitting in this mountain in multiple places that the Spanish put and never came back because they got wiped out, most of them, and it's just sitting in there doing nothing with dead bodies, Indian dead bodies, some of it, the best thing that could happen is I go get that gold money, turn it into money, and start helping those people with it. It'll be the first time in their lives in the history of Indian people where somebody came in, found a treasure that their ancestors died over, and then gave it to them. And go, not necessarily give it, but you don't just hand somebody enormous amount of money and go, here you go. A lot of these people are very poor. They're drunk. They're alcoholics. They're on drugs. I don't blame them for this. It's the crappy life they've been living because of the hand they've been dealt. So I would love to come in and say, okay, I've got access to this money through a major trust that I set up, Indian trust, whatever. And it comes from a very special source of that mountain, that gold. And I'll use it to build up. Your community needs what? Oh, it needs that. Okay. Yours needs that. No problem. We'll do that. Whatever it is. And I go in there. I make the connections. Thanks to my friend. He knows so many of those people in different tribes. He'll introduce me to the right elders immediately. And say, hey, this guy Joe, he'll explain to them what's going on. And they just, what do you need? What do you need? We need wells dug. No problem. Done. Do you want that solar panel? Are you okay with solar power? Or do you not want that on your, technology on your Indian land? It's your call. Whatever you want. Oh, you need some water towers installed? No problem. We'll do that. You want other facilities? You need a school, like a school building, so to speak? Indoor type of thing that you would like to build to your specs? No problem. Got you covered. Oh, you need some programs to get these people off the alcohol and the drugs? No problem. Let's set up an ayahuasca center that you guys can administer. You guys have the rights to do that as Indians, that medicine. And I'll get you started, and you can get your people in there, because that stuff is known to get people off of all kinds of bad drugs and like meth and everything. And boom, set up a nice little spiritual retreat center on their own property. But my crypto would never be enough, honestly, for that. It just wouldn't. And again, there's something about that treasure in the mountain that I'm being led to and helped and guided to by unseen forces that is telling me, yeah, you can go get it. Matter of fact, we're going to nudge you along to go get it. So that's telling me there's more to this than just saying, let me find some money and help. It needs to be that, because that blood money, so to speak, blood gold, needs to be redeemed, needs to be cleaned, needs to be made right. And how better could it be made right than go and help those people like that? You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, yeah, cryptos could get me started. Maybe I can get started with, Fred and some other people, Okay. But to really do the work, it's going to take a lot of money. And there was one story, one of these leads we got, where they said there was enough. This Indian man, before he died, drew a map to this area. This area, by the way, is where I think I got the coordinates in a dream. And I got second dream confirmation on the freaking license plate when it happened in real life. There's the numbers. Oh my God. And the story was that he gave this guy a map, and the guy he gave it to was his old boss, white guy, who's now in a wheelchair. And he goes, what am I supposed to do with this? I can't go up there. He goes, give it to family member, whatever you want. He goes, come out here though. He takes him to the back of his truck, lifts up a tarp or something. There's a few gold bars in there. One of them was cut in half because the Indian cut it. Gives the guy, the boss, his old boss, the bar. And other people swore they've seen the bar, so they know the story's true. This is like a long time ago. He gave the map to a lady. For when her son got older, him and his friend could go. They tried to find it. They couldn't find it. Nobody's been able to find this. So it got handed to me. And before I even looked at the map, I'd already discovered something that the map said to look for that nobody else had found yet. But I found it with my drone. But I found it first standing there next to it. That gut instinct goes, there's something with this alignment down there. So when I came back, I droned it and droned it down to what it was looking at, this alignment. On the map, later on when I finally got the map, and didn't even know about this, it says there's this thing over here, and it lines up with something down here, which I'll keep quiet. And I go, oh my God, I already did that. Nobody else had done this, who already had the map. And I already did it without even having the map, on accident. That told me right there, you're going to find this. Like the other ones, you're going to find it. We're going to help you find it. So they said this Indian that died, long ago, that gave him the half a bar, told him that day, I've gone there a few times over the years when I needed some money, and I've taken a few bars out at a time, and I hid it, and here's how I hid it, blah, blah, blah. Here's how you can get back in. But he said there's enough gold down there still, these bars, that you could fill up the back of a pickup truck 3 feet high. Now granted, you couldn't because it'd be too heavy, but just the size of it, think about that. Enough gold bars to fill the back of a pickup truck 3 feet high would be hundreds of millions of dollars right now, in my estimation. If I could find that, what I could do with that, again, a portion of it, I'm going to keep some, don't get me wrong. As I said, I will keep some. But I'm not going to be the greedy one that goes, well, I'm keeping most of it, and I'll help the Indians a little bit. It's going to be the other way around. I'm going to help the Indians a lot. And whatever I need to take of that to do so, I'm going to have to do it. And by chance, if I took all of it, because I had to use all of it, to be fair, I got to get a finder's fee for me and my guys, and a little extra bonus for Patreon members. But that wouldn't take, again, if we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, I could grab 20 million out of that and go, you know what? Me and the boys are going to keep a little bit. Here's some for Patreon. We're good. And then I'll go try to find the next one and the next one. I think there's 3. Julianne told me there's 3. The channel. We see you finding 3 different ones. And I'm like, hell yeah. She goes, this is the decade. This is the decade, 2020. So from 2020 to 2030, and we're already almost at 2022. So she goes, this is the one. This is the decade you'll make some major discoveries, and some of that's not treasure related. Like it's treasure in a whole different way. I go, okay, cool. So I'm excited about it. They're helping me in my dreams. They're helping me when I'm there. Like I'll be droning something, and I'll stop the drone and like pan it to the left and zoom in. I have no idea why I do it. There's nothing there. I don't know why I did it. I just did it, and I watched the footage later, and I go, why did I even do that? But then later on, I'm like, oh, wait, what's that? There's something down there. oh, I think I see a cave opening, or oh my God, there's a rock that looks like it's got a face carved on it. Didn't see it at the time. So there's something that makes me do these things when I'm droning, even that I can't even explain. Like that cave opening, which I think I have on this desktop. I'll share it with you. This is this prime example. Yeah, I should have it on here. It's not that one. There it is. And I've shared this before. I was droning in a certain direction, and something just says, look down and to the left. So I pan the camera down to look to the left. I don't really see anything, but it's like telling me go over there. Just like, I forget this feeling, just go over there and look around. I get closer, I start seeing some openings. Really interesting openings. And there's one that's not interesting at all, and it's this one. And I spot it, and I just go up to it. And there is stuff in here. This is pottery that is intact. Right here. And I think there's a secondary one next to it. If you follow this line, I think this might be another piece of pottery on its side, possibly. And this is like a blanket with some kind of little design thing on it right here. You can see a different color slightly. And not to mention, if this is hundreds of years old, is the color going to still be here? I think this is covering some things. This right here, I think, is a turtle shell on its side. And then this, I believe, is a leather satchel. And I believe there's a second satchel right here. I accidentally found that because I felt like something was telling me to go down there out of nowhere. There is stuff guiding me out there, helping me along the way. Okay. I think this whole thing with COVID, as much as I hate to say it, was perfect timing for me because it kept me away from that mountain. It allowed me to stay home, work on myself spiritually. I've gained levels, if you will, I don't know how many, in that respect, so that when I go back, I'm like a whole new and improved, higher vibration guy, if you will, that the mountain's now ready for me. Okay, you can come in now, or you can go rappel down the side of the freaking deadly cliff and go check those artifacts out. That kind of a thing. So I'm being paused, like, you're not ready yet, we can't let you in yet. Take your time, work on yourself. The time comes soon. That's what I feel. So anyway, yeah, all this woo-woo started. It all started when this was back in 2019. Me and the boys, JC and Dave, we went to a Bitcoin Bend conference in April, but we went to this place, this mountain, in January. And we started digging at our one friend site over there. And made some progress, but didn't get into anything. And we said, all right, we'll come back in April. And, well, sure enough, Bitcoin Bend conference. So we go to do that in Texas at the time. And a couple days later, we're out. Let's go. We go back to New Mexico and try to finish what we started. We didn't even spend one day on the mountain doing any work at all. Complete sidetrack. Indian people in the town asking if we want to do ceremony with them. Come with us. Do this. See the lady with the crystal. The incredible crystal. What she has shown me. And she's approved me to share it with my Patreon, which I posted it a little while back on Patreon, this crazy crystal. It's a side shot, but nonetheless, it's there. And this crystal gave me dreams with answers and things. It was the most incredible thing ever at the time. It was crazy. And that was our whole trip, just doing these weird things. And stuff was calling us spiritually, but not to go treasure hunt. It was like we're being tested. You going to go back there to dig, or are you going to deal with this? And we all three were like, we need to deal with this. This is calling us. Forget the mountain for now. And boop, one thing after another. And it was testing us, I think. So we passed the test. We came back again a couple other times, dug some more, made some progress. I don't think I have. No, I don't have the video on this here. But we had poked a little hole in the ground, and it opened up. Like, okay, there's no more dirt under here, and there was like a crack opening. And as I shove this little snake camera down, it has a little light on it. I'm noticing it's like kind of scraping the right side of this opening. all the way down, so it's probably a crack. But the entire right hand is about this thick of this pure white crystal. It just stuck out like that much. All the way down, the entire thing was laden with it. And then like some smaller rocks had fallen in, so I hit those and I couldn't go past them. And I'm like, damn it, I want to be able to turn that thing and look to the left, you know, because I'm up against this wall. Is it just a crack or is it an opening, you know? And if it's just a crack, let me spin it, twist it, and see what's this way. Well, that camera ended up breaking a while back, and it was just a little basic camera I got. I found another one online recently, 50, 60 bucks. I don't know. It wasn't that much, 70 bucks. And it's a similar camera, but it has its own built-in screen, whereas the other one I had to use my phone and Wi-Fi and all this crap. This one's built into the screen. It'll record on the SD card. It's great. Matter of fact, it might even be built-in memory on that one. But it's cool because it has a regular main camera, and it's very thin. I mean, it's thinner than your pinky. And it's out there right now. I don't want to go out there because Ian and Evelyn's sleeping, but I'd show it to you. About half the size of your pinky, or my pinky. And it's got a LED light facing out, so whenever you're shoving it down the hole or whatever, it just looks out with the light. Well, this one has a side cutout also with the camera. Not as powerful LED lights, but a couple of them facing out that way. So if you're shoving it down, you just click a button on the control unit in your hand, and it will either look down or sideways. And it will record either way. So I'm going, oh, perfect. When I shove it down there, I'll be able to twist it and then get a good look to see, well, oh my gosh, we're digging right here. There's the opening, you know. That would be effing cool. Really cool. But, again, haven't been back yet. Coronavirus, lockdowns, JC stuck in Canada. I mean, gosh. So, again, I'm just hoping we can get past this. October comes. Even September, who knows? I'd love to go one of those 2 months and see what we can see, man. And at that time, I could go down to the other place and check the coordinates to see if they brought me to a freaking covered opening or whatever. Because we don't have to worry about snakes at that time, the rattlesnakes, because it's too cold. They're not going to be out in October, even late September, really. So, yeah. So, wonder what Pastor Dow thinks about Snip now. That's a good question. I talked to him not too long ago on the phone. I'm going to say about, it could have been 2, maybe 3 months ago. We just update each other with our lives and everything, and all was good, actually. But I tune into some of his broadcasts every now and then. I'm just lurking, though. I'm not usually typing for the most part. I'm just listening and see what he's up to. Okay, so someone asked, did you have a dream about when it goes up? Like, I'm assuming you're talking to me. The market. I didn't have a dream when, and I typically don't get a when for me. I just get, here's what's going to happen. But they showed me, not like fairly recently, clear as day, no interpretation needed. The price of XRP is going over $3. It'll hit a new all-time high. It wasn't a lot over $3. And typically when I get a dream with a number like that, with crypto, that's usually a price to sell at, because it's going to come back down and then you can just get back in. Because I'm so happy with XRP, with what we think is going to happen with that thing, even though they gave me the number, I don't know that I'm going to take a trade on that. I might take a small trade just for the fun of it. You know, just because to see, well, the other times it happened, you know, the price dropped. It hit like right on the money and then it fell. So I'm like, maybe I'll take a trade, a small one, you know, one that I could care less about, you know, and look at it this way. Well, if I trade and it keeps going up, well, I just take the money and go do something with it, you know. So I could do that, but I haven't gotten any time frame. I don't typically do that, but I've asked a few times, like, hey, can you show me the day of the month? If this crash is coming, can I see it? And I don't think unless I forgot, you know, one of those dreams, I don't think I've gotten it. And that's okay, because I'm like, if they showed it to me, it's coming. And that's good enough for me. And maybe there's a reason, if they don't show me the date, maybe there's a reason for it. For example, what if I become known as, oh my God, listen to this guy Joe, he knows everything, like he gets everything crypto, he gets the dates, he gets the prices. Everybody would tune in, everybody would listen. Everyone would join Patreon. Who's going to be left to be screwing with the market? Even the elite might be checking in on me going, hey, this guy knows too much. He knows when we're going to make our moves. So maybe they don't give me the dates on purpose and go, no, just be patient. Trust your guidance, your inner guidance, your intuition, and just wait. It'll happen when it happens. Here's the move. You just have to wait for it. Woo Woo Dude was not being shown anything like mid-spring till after. He's like, nope, they won't show me anything. He goes, I only get to see sometime, it looks like summer. I don't know the time frame in summer. He goes, but it looks like sometime in summer that I saw Bitcoin $100,000 to $150,000. $100K to $150K. He goes, they're showing me that, but that's just that, and it's just the summer. I'm not seeing any other crypto. They're not giving me any other crypto prices right now. He goes, so I'm just waiting until they start talking to me again about it. Because they're purposely not telling them anything else. So, obviously, I think because, one, we're about to go down heavy duty, and then maybe we recover. Maybe we recover fast. Maybe we don't recover fast. We go sideways for a little bit. Maybe it recovers kind of slowly, a little bit up and down, but mostly up. And then, okay, next month. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, September's here. Oh my God, all-time highs. It could be something like that. Just not sure. Now, if I get it, I certainly tell people, at least on Patreon, be specific about that. But I just don't. Isn't XRP tied to the new gold-backed QFS? They say so. I mean, that's the rumor. Yeah, I mean that's what they say. And crypto Woo Dude is adamant about the Flare token. He's like, anytime I even ask about it, they just tell me the gift that keeps on giving. He goes, that's what they keep saying to me. The gift that keeps on giving. It's going to be a good one. So that'll be nice. Hex, I don't get anything on Hex personally. He hasn't. None of the psychics, as far as I know, got anything other than some of them had said also, like me, stay away from it. Like it's going to be temporary. Like it's going to go away or something like that. If you were in it early, you might have made some good gains. But for me, it's mostly on shitcoin exchanges. It's not a project that I think really can last. I said that from the beginning, and I can't, Hex or Theta. Hex or XRP. You can't even compare those. I want solid projects that I know we can trust and not have to worry about getting in and getting out fast and dumping it and get out before it crashes or, is removed. I just, like I said, I wished everybody the best of luck into that. But it's just not for me. And I don't even want to ask my guides about it. Hey, there's no way. Not for me. Doge, is it also tied to the quantum financials? I don't know. But I do have a sneaky suspicion Elon Musk is going to do something pretty big with them. And that's probably what's going to take that thing to $1 and then $2. If I had to guess. Ether Light, it's hard forked from Ethereum. Is that the one that he was doing? The same guy from Hex doing a ETH fork or something? Did Woo Dude ever give a number on XLM? He said it'd be going to $1, and it was on its way. I didn't get to 50 or 60 or 70 or something. It was up there. Take a quick look. See where that thing went to. Got up to, over 70. That was May 10th. It got to 73. May 15th, it was 71. He said it was going to $1, but he also said that would be another good one, similar to XRP later on, like really good. But we didn't get any major price numbers on that one. Like to share with anybody or whatever. We didn't get any. I don't know that Woo Dude has ever given an actual prediction on Theta. As far as like a high number. He just said you're gonna have to trade. You're gonna have to trade it if you want Spirit to work with you. You're gonna have to be able to trade it because they're gonna give you some trades on it, and they did, and they all worked great. But again, I got it at 405, and then watched it go up to 15 or 16. But I still, at least I had 30% more from trading it. And now it's back down below 405. I could get right back in and say, hey, we made a profit actually at 405. Because look where it's at now. But I'm not ready to get in now. It's not enough. Down. You know? It's at 371 right now. That's not enough. But that's the lowest Theta has been since, God, let me try to look at this. It's never been as low as it is right this second since it actually hit that number and went up, which is back in March 21. March of this year, 2021, March 4th. It got to about 470, came back down, 382, and I think that might have been around the time we sold, because then it went up to like $7-8. That's exactly when that was. If you want to see the chart, right here, it peaked at 460, 470 something, came back down, 380 something. We sold somewhere in there on the way up or the way down, whatever it was. It was 405. I think it was on the way up, and then again, then this happened. Boom. 15, almost $16, 15.80. But you know, again, even if you just chart this, basic charting, this is not, you know, this doesn't look good. You know, depending on which one of these you want to go. I mean, this is a downtrend right here. I mean, this is a channel showing you it's going down. But if we get down to, I mean, could you imagine getting down to like 50 cents, 60 cents Theta from where it's at right now? And just because where it's at right now, to go down to 50 cents would need an 86% drop, right? I mean, that's pretty absurd. 86%. However, let's just take a look at this high, and I'm not even all the way at the top, and go down 86%. And where it would take to $2. Although let me get to the top of that just to make it right. Right there. 86%. Still in the twos. But look how close we are to that actually becoming a reality. So with these markets, if it can do it once, believe me, it can do something twice. And also on the way down. Well, it's not going to drop 50% and then it drops 50. Well, it's not going to drop another 50, then it drops another 50. That's basically the point I'm making. But to be able to sit here and maybe get this stuff in my dreams, not have to like try to study the charts, because again, all these TA guys, Steven, Crypto Karaoke, sent me a guy today. I forget the guy's name. I'm not going to pull it up, but some you know, people that love him on YouTube, a crypto guy, where he's like, oh, I'm already in the market. I've been in the market. I don't think we're going any further down from here. We're going up from here. The ABC correction, and I think I wrote in his comment, I go, I think we're going 40 to 60% lower. Just left a little comment, but we're down pretty crappy right now. If that's what we have, it's 368. Theta, $3.68, and it's not a wick like last time. When again, everyone's laughing at me. Oh, it's not going to single digits, and it dropped down here from being right here at $9. This thing dropped down to 386. But it was just a wick, right? It was just a wick. So when it came back, it was still 6 something. So 3 something up to 6. That's a hell of a wick, but it was quick, right? We're sitting here right now, and I'm talking to you, and it's sitting here at this level, and I'm on the 4 hour, so let's go down to, you know, the 30 minute even. And you can see you've got plenty of time here. These are the $4, right? We got down 4 and below here. So this was at 2100 hours. This is the 30 minutes. So you had half hour, 1 hour, half hour, 2 hours, half hour, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And it's still stepping down. So it's not like, oh, we missed the wick, you know, I should have got it You could take your time right now. Matter of fact, it's probably going to go even more, you know, from the looks of it. Digibyte 3.3, XRP 52, Bitcoin Cash 390. For God's sakes, you remember Bitcoin Cash? What was the high over here? 1400, I forget. This is, well, let me get on the 4 hour so I can actually, or 3 hour, whatever, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, so here's the big move for that one. It 1600 and 1600 something, whatever. So it hit 1600 twice in here, and this is May 6th and May 11th, 12th. From $1,600, let's try that again. $1,600. We're at a 76% drop right now. That's Bitcoin Cash, $393. Again, Litecoin, $106. This thing was 300 and something when John Kim bought his damn Lambo. Sorry, pardon me. It got to 413. It did. I remember that actually because I was like, oh, it went past the all-time high briefly. May 10th, same time frame as Bitcoin Cash. Basically, this was the peak. So you're talking 411. It's probably going to be similar math. Yep, 73, 74%. This has to go up 4 times to get back to just where it was. 4 times. And again, it's not. I'm not poo-pooing Litecoin, because if you look at Theta, even, where does it got to go? Well, $4 times 4 is $16. It's the same math. Everything's doing the same thing. And this is why I say it's all manipulated, because there's no way every one of us, every person on the markets, on the exchanges, has the same coins, and we all dump them at the same time, and the charts look very similar. Like, we all have every single coin on the exchange, and they all, you know, bullshit. This is somebody that does have all the coins, that has an enormous amount of money at their disposal. And that, my friends, is called the club. It's the club. And they don't use TA, ABC correction, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci, nope. Woo-woo, nope. They make a call. Is tomorrow good? Well, let's wait till the 23rd. You know, the John McAfee thing? Yeah, good point. We could do it. That'll be the excuse. That'll be the excuse. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Okay, perfect. Click. And I'm over here going, hey guys, I think I got a dream of showed me a 12. I thought it was a 1 and a 2, but there's no way XRP, XPRT is going down to $1 to $2 when it was 14, 15, 16. Nah, they probably showed me. I think they mean 12. Wrong. We might be going to $1 to $2 XPRT persistence. And if so, I may have to load the boat on some of that, because holy chamoly. So, we'll see. Today's the 20th. As of right now, it's midnight. 3 more days is the 23rd. We may just see a little red today, a little red, more red tomorrow, more red. Next thing you know, 10, 15% here, 10, 15%. Next thing you know, holy shit, we're there. Or we go sideways tomorrow on the next day, and then the 23rd, something happens. Oh my God, market pukes. Oh my God, it's down 40%, 30%. And then the numbers are triggering. And I'm going to be sitting here watching it. And if I see, oh, well, XRP's at, 33 cents, knowing my orders are that close to filling, I might say, you know what, F this, I'm going in, cancel my order, do a market order immediately. That's close enough, baby, let's go. I may do that, some of these coins. But we'll have to see. So, Stephen James says, Joe's making fun of 90% of the people watching. No, I'm not making fun of people. It's just, everybody does the same shit. They think the same way. TA this, and it's not the case. Gotta hodl. Ask a hodler right now, how are you feeling? Any of you in the audience right now, serious question, if you're a hodler, you're not a trader, you're a hodler, and you're looking at this as I'm looking at this, put it up, I'm looking at this, you're looking at this. and you've been hodling this whole effing time from $15, $16 Theta down to $3.69, and whatever other coins, look at your favorite coin, you know, whatever it may be, maybe some XRP, and you watched it go from $1.90 something, almost $2, all even through here, oh, pretty good, $1.60, all the way down to here. If you're a hodler, how does this make you feel right now? I know the answer, not good. It sucks. I don't want to see red, I want to see green. I want to see big green shoots going up. You don't even have to answer, I already know the answer. But if you're a trader and you're out of the market in stablecoin, none of this affects you. Because if you got out anywhere over here, let's just say, and in my case, I was sitting on some XRP, I traded out of it, I had some left, and well, I don't want to say the rest. I don't want to tell you every single move I did. Some of it was a little risky as F. But nonetheless, I sold out. Let's just say you sold somewhere over here, bought $1. You're about to double your bag right now. You could literally double your bag that you had when you sold at $1. And it was $1 as far back as just a month ago, June 21st. 1 month ago. If you waited patiently 1 month, doubled your bag. And let's say you got in right now and you doubled your bag. You're like, oh my God, I did do that, Joe. I just doubled my XRP holding. This is fantastic. Only to watch it drop down into the high 20s, low 30s. Gosh, how much could you have had now? Instead of doubling your bag, you might have been able to do a little better than that, right? But again, it takes patience. It takes balls of steel and more patience. But it wouldn't be a bad move even if you did that, because you still doubled your bag, and all you got to do now is wait for it to go back up. Good move, but you were a trader. You did do a trade. The hodlers out there who watch this, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. Oh, no, I'm not. If you had enough XRP, just for example, and it hit right here at $1.96 or whatever, and this turned you into a millionaire. Whatever you had, you're now a millionaire. So at $2, you had 500,000 XRP, right? And at $2, that'd be $1 million you have, okay? But now you're here today because you hodled the whole time. What is $1 million minus 72%? Take away 70% of your $1 million, you're now sitting on basically what, $300,000? You went from millionaire status to not exactly terrible. I mean, $300,000. But it ain't $1 million. You were in a millionaires club for a day, and then how long ago? That was April. At this price, yeah, that was back in April. All of a sudden, you're jabroni status again. But if you sold anywhere in between here, you're up right now because you could be buying right this second and get back in. And say, wow, now I've got more XRP than I did have. So if you hodled your 500,000 XRP, you still got your 500,000 XRP, except it's worth 50 cents right now. So actually right now, so the same math. Hold on now. At 50 cents, and you had 500,000, yeah, it's about 300,000. You're about 250,000, right? You'd have $250,000 right now, not $1 million. But at least if you said to yourself, well, but I sold at $1. I wish I sold it too, but I did sell at $1, and now it's 50 cents basically. I'm going to go ahead and buy in now. You've doubled your 500,000. You now have $1 million XRP because you sold 500,000 XRP at $1. So that gave you $500,000. Right? 500,000 at $1. You now have 50 cent XRP that you have $500,000 to buy it with. So how many XRP are you going to get? You're going to get double. You're going to get $1 million XRP. That simple move now gives you $1 million easier than it did before, because now you got $1 million XRP, not 500,000. So when it gets to $1, not $2 where you wanted it before, $1 times 1 million of those things, you got $1 million. You're back at $1 million. So when it goes to $2 like it did before, and let's say you sold half, you're back where you were originally. And you just scraped a huge profit off to go pay off your house or do whatever the hell you want. That, my friends, is why I could no longer hodl as of middle or whatever it was last year. When I said, okay, I'm going to start taking a chance. Now I got to start trading and doing some shit. Like, I really got to start doing this. Like, active trades. And it worked so far. I had to be real patient recently. But it looks like it's working. But we'll know more if we see this thing go down to the numbers that I'm waiting for. In Doge, I mean, I'm in spitting distance right now with Doge. It's 16.2 cents. I'm in spitting distance of Doge triggering. My order's going, thank you. May I have another? And again, I sold my freaking Doge at 51 cents. And then I think I sold the rest of it at 39. Again, after watching it go to 70. 71 or whatever. It was down more, down more. Don't sell a note falling, because as soon as you sell, it's going to go up. Okay. Sold at 51. Kept going down to 39. I go, F this. I know what's happening here. I'm out. Got out of my Doge. And waiting for somewhere between 12, 13, 14 cents to get back in. And again, it's like spitting distance. I would not be surprised if Doge does a nice little red wick. Oh, thank you. Orders filled. Before the big event even happens. You know? But we'll see. I do know that it's 12:30 a.m. Been talking a long ass time. And Theta price. Someone wants a Theta price. I've had a couple of mixed numbers on Theta. And at one point, I think I was doing a meditation and I saw this, where I'm going, did they just show me 50 something cents? Like it was on 50 cents, I think. Or was it 40 something, 40 or something? I think I'm like, whoa. But then in a couple of dreams, it was over $2, but less than $4. Okay, I'll tell you that, because I want to just give every single price out on YouTube for free when I got Patreon, you know. But somewhere between $2 and $4. And it was pretty consistent what they showed me. I was at a gas station filling up, and I saw all the prices, and they were all in the same range, like close. And the one in particular, I go, oh, that's the one I need for this truck, because it was diesel. And I still know that number right now in my head. I see it just as clear as I did in that dream. And I've got some orders around there. So somewhere between $2 and $4 would not be a bad idea to buy. And again, I mean, Theta is already $3.69. That's between 2 and 4, but I think we got a bit more down for Theta. I mean, it's $3.69 for God's sake. This is incredible to see this. T Fuel 23 cents, and I have not gotten any price on T Fuel, but someone messaged me the other day, and they go, Joe, what do you think T Fuel is going to go down if this big drop happens? I go, you know, I haven't gotten anything. I haven't asked. I haven't gotten anything. But I was like, you know, 11 cents sounds good to me. I just threw it out there. Just came in. I go, 11 cents for T Fuel. I don't have any orders. I do not have any orders for T Fuel, by the way. I don't have any. But when all these, if and when these orders trigger, I still have some stable coin not in any orders, so that I can snipe like the old J Snipe 4 will do on those real bad days when I'd go shopping. Which one's, oh, that one's down 25%, that one's down 28, oh, that one's down 30, oh my god, that one's down 40. I know that coin. I'm going for that one. That's 40. Next day it's back up 30%. Thank you. I'm going to have a little stable coin on the side for that purpose, to just scan and see, is there anything that's worth shopping for today? And if I see T Fuel at 11 cents or lower, F it. Or maybe I'll have to grab some. And I will. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll be back to do some videos. 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2-2. That's a great number. So I'm ending this. Time for bed, my friends. Listen, I got dreams possibly waiting on me. Hey, man, you want to know about the UFO? Get your ass over here and go to bed. You want to know about crypto? Get your ass over here and go to bed. So we ain't got to wait all night on you. Oh, all right. Sorry about that, Spirit. We're here yapping on YouTube. So anyways, love you guys. Take care.